I want to show you a little bit about some of the major features on the 8900. It's real easy for us to pull the stitch up. We just look on our stitch diagram, and when I find a stitch that I would like to do, let's say that I want to do stitch 44. So I'll just dial and move my little dial till I get to stitch number 44. And I hit enter. That shows me it's an applique stitch. It'll recommend the pressure foot that I need to use for that stitch. I can adjust the width and the length right here. You'll notice under our pressure foot I have a high, and then I have extra high settings, so when I'm working with a thicker piece of material, if I'm working with a quilt, I've got plenty of room to get that under the foot. You won't find that on many machines. The machine does have the ability to sew with or without the foot control. If you don't want to use the extra large foot control, just hit our StartStop button. And I will have several error messages that are built in on the machine right now. It's telling me my feed dogs are dropped. I need to raise those up. So on the right hand side of the machine, I just flip my drop feed lever. And on all the Janome machines, to raise the feed dogs back up, I need to turn my hand wheel just a couple of times. Now I'm ready to sew. Now I'm ready to sew. So now I can hit my start stop button. Listen how quiet this machine is. I can override the speed, speed the machine up. If I want to adjust the length, I can do it here. Now, I want to stop just a minute and tell you about that. On the width and length settings, not only do we go in tenths, but I can actually go over it to 1/100ths of a millimeter. Very precise. You won't find that on many machines as well. On my width settings, I can go in tenths. Very precise in the width and our length settings on this machine. Now on the front of the machine, one of the most popular features, we have the push button scissor. I do have the needle up, needle down feature built in. I will have auto lock and reverse. And so when I want to do my auto lock, I get to the end of the seam, the garment what I'm working with, or wherever I want to stop, and I hit the auto lock button. It will automatically finish the stitch and it ties it off underneath for me. Then I can just hit the scissor. It's going to snip my top and bobbin thread for me, and notice how clean and neat that it snipped that. So I don't have to get a scissor back out and do any more snipping. It's tied off underneath for me. That stitch is not going anywhere. The machine will have built in a couple of nice features on top. Let's see if I can tilt it up here so you can see. I will have adjustable pressure. It has an automatic tension setting. I can override that if I want to, and have a manual so I can go back and forth one or the other. Mode into the machine or places for me to put all the presser feet. Here's my horizontal spool pin. Here's my place for my vertical spool pin. It has a top winding bobbin on the machine. We've been an authorized Janome dealer well over 40 years now, and we service what we sell. You have a question on the machine, how to use it, how to use a presser foot, anything about this machine. We have several salespeople that goes to all the different training schools throughout the year to learn the latest tips and techniques on the Janome machines. Do not hesitate to give us a call today, and we'll be glad to help you find the machine that's right for you.